Good afternoon, you join us here live from Westbridge, where today we are currently at the newly commissioned Mountbatten Estate. Obviously behind me you can see the guardsman there from the Grenadier Guards who has mounted sentry here. It has now been 1 week since the Grenadier Guards had this privilege of mounting at the newly opened Mountbatten Estate bestowed upon them, and so we're just going to have a look at how things have got on in that 1 week period. Obviously, this being on Westbridge, there is quite a lot of security concerns involved with this particular residency. Obviously, as you can see behind me, chaos unfolding already. And so we're just going to have a look and see how the guards have managed to deal with this, hopefully being able to interview some of the guards, NCOs or officers, and just see how it really compares to the other residencies they mount at, such as Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, and of course the Tower of London. And obviously this is something very different, so hopefully we can have a word with the guards and see how things are getting on. Joining me now is Lance Sergeant Partial from the Grenadier Guards. So Partial, can you tell us a little bit more about the sort of stuff you're going to be doing here at Mountbatten Estate? What sort of is it really any different to any sort of other residencies that you're used to mounting at?
Well, with the mounting process, not really, no. It's the same stuff, but obviously it's different on Westbridge, as you have all the other different officers and that, and we usually get transported down to the palace, which is nice to see. With the palace, we did a parade, I believe it was last Sunday, the opening of the palace, and then this week we've been doing mounts on it. Mounts have gone very successful so far. I've led a few. Yeah, it's really about them.
And obviously something's quite different on Westbridge compared to, or certainly Mountbatten Estate, compared to other residencies such as Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle, and to an extent the Tower of London. Is obviously at Mountbatten Estate there is obviously a greater civilian presence from the general public, and also that also poses quite a security risk. Obviously, with there being quite high gun crime around sort of Westbridge, how does that sort of affect operations with the Grenadiers?
Yeah, we do have RMP and the Protection Command, which is met with us most of the time. So we have that. We also have rifles, which kind of intimidate people to get off the fence. I also believe that Met are working on getting metal detectors onto the entrances to combat gun and knife crime. But yeah, and we are heavily protected at all times. We will not be around the palace without Met or RMP with us, and it'll always be armed Met as well. So our safety there is guaranteed.
Lovely, thank you very much. So generally, just for a final thing, how successfully do you think it's all gone so far? Do you think people are enjoying the mounts, both the public and the guards? How's attendance looking for that sort of stuff?
The guards' attendance for these are looking great compared to our other mounts at other residencies. This is obviously a new experience. I believe no one else in Bath has ever mounted here before. So all our guardsmen and people of rank are excited about that, and also the public. It brings a large public presence, which is always nice to see compared to our other mounts, which don't bring as much of a public presence. This one does, so it's good to see that. And yeah, the guards are loving it at the moment.
Well, lovely. Thank you very much for your time, Partial. It's been an honour to have you on here. And with that brings an end to this short little video about the Grenadier Guards and their role at the newly opened Mountbatten Estate. This has been AdrianJWilliams reporting from Williams Media in Westbridge. Thank you.